Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video. Now, this one I'm going to be showing you guys some new kind of creation, invention that I've created here. Not really an invention, but you know, it is what it is. So it's just a big box of switches, right? And so this will be kind of a two-part video, because this box will support kind of like a game mode. And then also you can use this box to turn on your PC, for example. So this thing will be hooked up to your PC, and then you can, you know, turn on all of these switches, and then the PC will turn on, which is pretty fucking cool, I think. But yeah, that'll be in part 2, because that'll be just kind of an addition on top of this project. So I'll just cover the game mode in this video, and then after I finish writing the code for the game, or for the powering on the PC, I'll make a part 2 video. So the game is fairly straightforward. You just need to match these LEDs with the switch state, and it's like random. Yeah, so it's actually kind of like a cool power on sequence that I'll show you. So right now it's just plugged into my PC via the USB. You can use anything to power this pretty much. So if I were to turn it on here, you should see a nice little animation there. Yeah, and then the game's ready, and it's counting how long it's taking you to do these levels. And I just set the maximum number of levels to 5 at the moment, so that it doesn't take too long, but you can change it to whatever you want in the code. So the game is basically fairly straightforward. So if none of these LEDs, these 4 LEDs, are lighting up, that means that basically it's all wrong. So you need to enable them like so. And then you'll move on to level 2. Now you see in level 2, these are already on, which means these switches are good. So you just need to turn off these switches, and you move on to level 3, and then so on. Like so. And now we're at the last level. So if I were to turn on this last one, you should see a nice congratulations. So you win in 60 seconds. Or 62 or whatever, and then it goes into standby mode, so that, you know, it doesn't waste a lot of electricity. So this thing just starts blinking. Then if you want to play the game again, all you need to do is just turn this one off, and the game will start again. So yeah, and then you can just continue playing this until you die. So yeah, and then this one off. So yeah, that's pretty much the game, just kind of like a fun thing to play around with. So I suppose I'll kind of go through what you need to do to set this up for yourself. And I'll actually just turn it off here for now, so that it doesn't annoy me. So I have created this repository here. So it's, you know, on my usual GitHub, and it's just the RP Pico switchbox there, so you can search for that thing. And so yeah, you can read through this thing. This is how it looks like. It's you know, a little bit better of a view here. So yeah, you have like the LED monitor and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and the bottom is actually just secured with magnets. So if you were to just push this cable out, it's just like, you know, secured with a bunch of, with 8 magnets. And so yeah, that's how it is. fairly stable. All right, so yeah, all the hardware that I purchased is from AliExpress. It's just cheaper, because like you can get them on Amazon as well, but on Amazon it'll be like 5 times the cost for the exact same thing, so you might as well just go with AliExpress. So you can buy Raspberry Pi Picos on AliExpress as well. Somehow it's cheaper there than the official site, which is pretty interesting. You will need some 5 big LEDs, so yeah, these kind of boys. You don't really need them. You can use any LEDs that you want. I just had these big boys lying around and they look cool, so that's why I'm using them. So yeah, next thing you need is a 128 by 32 OLED screen. So if you go into AliExpress here and just literally when this fucking shit website loads, man, what is going on? God, man, this thing is fucking awful. All right, there we go. So just search for this and get one of these. Fuck off, Jesus Christ, man. It's a lot better on the phone. So if you have, or if you want to use this piece of shit, it's easier on the phone because right now I can't even fucking click anything. But yeah. Anyway, next thing is the 4 switch LED combo kind of thingies. So this is this big fucking car thingy. I actually don't remember what they're called, but I'm sure if you were to dig around, you will find them. I think they were like 12 volts or something like that. Yeah, there they are. Well, something like that. Ignition panel. Yeah, something like that anyway. Oh, there they are. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why it's so expensive here. Jesus fucking Christ. My God, man. Jesus, please, please. Okay, where are they? Yeah, so I got like pretty much these ones except for a lot less than this. So just look around. It's like whatever. But yeah, these are pretty cool because there's like an LED inside them which lights up. Just oh yeah, well fuck it. Oh, but you saw the LED light up anyway there, like on the switch itself, and you can control those via code as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, get some of those. All right, what's next? Next is you need 9 of these 3 to 5 ohm resistors. Get them on AliExpress. This thing you need 4 10k ohm resistors. Get them on AliExpress. And then you need 8 small magnets. So these 9 boys are for all the LEDs. So we do have 9 LEDs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the 10k ohm resistors, we're going to be using them for the pull down on the switch itself. So you have 4 switches, so therefore you have 4 resistors that you need to put on there. So on the switches itself, you add the resistors, you add them to this piece here. So if you can see my mouse there, it's like you have these 2 here, but you also have this piece here for the actual like switch itself. And then these 2 are, one of them is ground, one of them is for the actual LED. So yeah. After that, what you need to do is you need to download CircuitPython. So just search for this shit, like so. Go into downloads and wait for this slow ass page to load. And I'm just using the normal Raspberry Pi Pico. But if you want to use something else, you can literally do anything else here. So just do this. Download this UF2 thing and then flash it. And then after that, you also need to download some CircuitPython libraries. So these will be inside here, inside the libraries thing, inside the CircuitPython. And what you need to do is you need to download the whole bloody bundle. So it'll be like this thing here. Like so. Yeah, so latest version is actually 9. I think I'm running 8 on this one, but yeah, just make sure you use the latest one and it should be fine. So I'm just gonna download this one here. Just gonna save it into my downloads folder. And let me go into a downloads folder and extract this thing. Okay. Okay, so yeah, here we are. Here's the extracted thingy. So if I were to plug in this thing, you should see it come up on your PC anytime now. So yeah, there it is. So I'll mount this bad boy and open. I'm gonna open it in a new window, so it'll be easier to see for you boys. Well, actually, you can't see shit. So I'm gonna remove this thing for a second. All right, so this is what should be on your thing. Well, don't worry about this shit for the moment. So inside your CircuitPython, if there's not any libs, create this folder, go inside it. And then what you want to do is you want to find all of this shit inside here. So, for example, we were to scroll down, we should see Adafruit, and we should see like NeoPixel. So if I find NeoPixel, yeah, so yeah. All right, this is kind of fucking this is kind of hard to navigate, so I'm just gonna do NLS, and I'm gonna do grep neopixel.mpy. So yeah, you can just search for it like this, then copy it over to your mounted folder. So yeah, some of them are, you know, just on their own, and then others like this Adafruit HID. So this would be somewhere, whatever, like you'll find it anyway. So there it is. So yeah, you'll need to copy this whole folder to your Pico. Yeah, so it's exactly the same pretty much. And that should be enough. Now, if you bought one of the third-party Picos, you can actually copy everything from here onto your Pico, but for the official Picos, there's not enough space to copy all the libraries. So yeah, that's why you need to kind of pick and choose. So yeah, once you copied all of these shits, so if we were to go to here, you should see that it should look like this. And that's exactly how we have it here. So make sure all those things are copied. Now, once they're copied, what you want to do next is you want to clone this repo. Can't actually see the sign yet because it's too big or something. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, okay, there we go. So yeah, download the code. And after you download the code, what you want to do is literally just copy every fucking thing you see here, except these folders and all this kind of stuff. Or you can use one of these scripts. So if you're on Linux, use this script and this will copy it over to your destination. Make sure you use the proper destination like you have in your file manager. Make sure that this is the same as this. And then this will copy all of the files that you need, and then you'll be good to go. If you're on Windows, you can use this script. So this is exactly the same thing, but just using bat instead of sh. And yeah, so basically the same thing. And then, so for the wiring, oh yeah, so for the 3D printing, I have uploaded my STL images. So you have the base, which is the bottom piece. So if I were to just zoom in here a little bit. So yeah, basically what happened here was I was going to run this whole thing off a power bank. But the problem is the power bank auto shuts off if you have too low current, and the Raspberry Pi or the Raspberry Pico draws very low current. So like the power banks that I have are just basically shit. You can probably get some good ones that don't turn off, but anyway, fuck it. I'm just gonna be using a cable to run that out of the box, which is gonna be fine. I'm just gonna plug into, like, a normal phone charger. So if you're 3D printing this, you can actually remove these pieces here, because this is specifically for the power bank, but yeah, I'm not using that anymore. And then you basically glue the magnets into here, into these holes to hold it down. And then this is the top piece. So yeah, you would glue the magnets in here as well. Make sure the orientation is the same so that you can close the fucking thing properly. And so here is where the OLED monitor goes in, or OLED display. It's like, it has a bit of a cutout, so you can see it there, sort of, maybe not really. But yeah, like it'll fit in one direction only anyway, so you don't need to worry about the direction, because it's like, cut out. Now, God, next thing is the switches. They go inside these big holes, and once you disassemble them, you will kind of know what I mean. It's because they're like, a circle, and then, yeah. So actually, if I show you the camera, so yeah, you should see them here. So you see the metal bit of the switch goes like directly on top. Then we would screw it down, down there. So yeah, fairly straightforward for the switches anyway. So yeah, once you put in switches, you can also put in the LED lights. So there's like, a little bit of holes for the LEDs. So just, yeah, stick them in there, and then you'll be good to go. All right, so let's see what's next. Yeah, so for the switches, you just basically follow what's in the code. So for the display, use GP5 and GP4 pins, so it'll be written on the Raspberry Pi or Raspberry Pi Pico by yes, that should be good. Fuck you, fucking piece of shit. Okay, anyway, so yeah, you can use one of these handy diagrams to get the GPIO pins, because it might be a little bit easier than reading it off the board itself. Once you do that, you should be good to go. Go here. So yeah, for the OLED, I'm just using GP5, GP4, and then you also need to connect it to ground and power, so that's fine. For the normal LED pins, these are these four boys, so the big ones. So yeah, for those I'm using GPIO 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then for the LEDs that are on the switches itself, I'm using GP 15, 14, 13, and 12. And then for the switch pins itself, I'm using GP 11, 10, 9, 8. And then so when you're wiring up all of the LEDs, use the 3 to 5 ohm resistors. And for the switch pull downs, use 10k ohm resistors. So how that looks like is like this, right? So all of these things here are connected to ground pretty much, but they're connected to ground through a resistor. So the switches itself at the bottom, they are connected to a resistor, and then to the ground, big ground kind of wire. And then these switches here, so this would be for the LEDs on the actual switches. So these are connected to resistor and then connected to the big ground as well, like so. And then at the same time as connecting them to the resistor, you also connect them to the GPIO pins on the Raspberry Pi. And then for the other side is actually the switch side, so that will be connected to the GPIO pins as well. So yeah, it's not too bad. Once you kind of see the image here, it should be all right. And then inside here, I also, made some images so you can see them a little bit better. So yeah, you can probably see it a little bit better here. So yeah, that's not too bad. And so yeah, that's pretty much how you would set it up. So yeah, that is not too bad. So yeah, in part, so yes, oh yeah, actually, if you want to change the number of levels, what you do is you go into the game.py and then just change the self-taught level max to like 50 or whatever. They're all randomly generated anyway, so it should be all right. They won't be, the same thing for a good bit of times. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much what I want to talk about. So in the repo, you will, if you're curious enough, you might also wonder what the fuck this is. Don't worry about this for now. I'll talk about this later. Basically, I have like a prototype kind of done. So here is another Raspberry Pi Pico here. This is one of the custom ones, or one of the fucking third-party ones, but anyway. So here, what happens is this thing gets plugged into your PC directly, and then the transistor here is used to basically control the... It's basically like a digital switch, so you can control it through a resistor, through the Pico, and you only need to use one GPIO pin for this, which is very good. It's very handy. So yeah, I will show you guys later on, or in the next video, how to set this up and all that kind of stuff, since I didn't really write the code yet to handle this in kind of the main kind of thing, and also how to switch between game and this thing. So yeah, that'll be something I'll work on after this video, and then I'll publish that as well. So yeah, hopefully you guys found that interesting, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.